What's up, everybody? It's Patricia again. And like I said, I created a website called Spirituality and Beyond 2. And that's with two eyes, two small eyes. And there's a reason for those eyes, and I'll tell you about them as we go. But I stopped off on yesterday talking about, the Waltons and belief systems. And I stopped at the point where I was talking about the Bible and how I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion of everything, the Bible was used in order to control, and which is to control an entire society, because we have been, I think we've been fooled that our world is one way, and that's the only way we think it is. We think that there is a God that created everybody. Of course, I know that I didn't just happen here. Somebody had to be created. You know what I'm saying? It didn't just appear out of thin air. I don't think that. And I know we did appear out of thin air, but not like just walking up out of nowhere. I don't think that's the case. But we are led to believe that the Bible is the Word of God. Of course, it's the Word of God, and it's something that He told all of those writers of the Bible, those Bible books. He told all of them this. No, this certain thing that He wanted to relate to the world. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to relate it to the world. I don't think that's the case. I think that God speaks to all of us, not just one person in particular. He speaks to all of us. The Creator does. And I'm going to tell y'all, I think the Creator is the Son. It's the Son. Because over the course of my life, I've had a lot of questions about, how did we get here? Why are we here? All of that. Why are we here? And I never could get an answer from religious scholars, preachers, and those that we are told that's called to teach us to lead the sheep. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of questions. And I don't care who I asked. No matter who I asked, they always told me there's some things you just not supposed to know. And for so long, I believed that. As a matter of fact, for 50 years, I believed that. But the death of my husband, along with all the other things that I endured in my life, not endured, but everything that brought me to this point, I put all of that shit together. I couldn't get the answers when I asked. So I just used my own common sense. I used my own common sense. And I, began to pay attention to nature. I noticed how other animals, how they act. I noticed how other humans act. I noticed the purpose of plants. I noticed the purpose of the sun, the moon. I started paying attention to the purpose of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because this has been an occurrence that I've witnessed throughout my life. I've witnessed that there's a sun. I've witnessed that there's a moon. I've witnessed that these plants and every other living animal on this earth dies. And I witnessed that they came back alive. You know what I'm saying? I witnessed that these plants, when they die, they come back. So I started paying more and more attention. I went going through my awakening. I'm going through my awakening now. And this is what this is teaching me. My awakening is teaching me what's really the truth. They tell us that there are no answers. There's an answer to everything. There's an answer to everything. All you got to do is ask the question, and you will get your answer. But I'm going to tell you, you're not going to get your answer from people, most people. No, not most people. But pay attention to the universe. Pay attention to, when I say the universe, I mean pay attention to other animals like us, humans. Pay attention to that dog, my dog Cookie. Pay attention to them. Pay attention to cats. Those are the closest animals to us. Like they call them domesticated. They are the closest ones to us. That's gonna trust us enough to want to be in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Most other animals, they're not gonna trust you. They're not gonna come close to you, cause shit. They just like us. They got a mind. They know what to stay away from. They know what's gonna cause harm to them. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, we catch them off guard. Sometimes they come around us and don't pay attention and don't know that you're about to die, because you're here where I am. I don't like you. I've been taught to hate you, and I've been taught that you mean me some harm. So I got to beat you before you get me. I have to get you before you get me. You know what I'm saying? Those animals. Now the dogs and the cats, I guess because we so close to them, I think that every animal knows us because we are every animal. You know what I'm saying? We are the universe. We're going to one day be a snake. We're going to one day be a tiger. We're going to one day be a shark. We're going to one day be an owl. We're going to one day be a bird. Y'all get my point. We're going to be a dog because we live forever. We're nothing but energy. We're nothing but energy. I didn't realize till I got grown that I had electricity in me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that till I got grown. I realized that this electricity, this spark of electricity that's within me is what's keeping me being a human. You feel me? When that electricity stops, me from being a human, that's when I'm going to die. But guess what? Electricity never stops. Energy never stops. It never stops. It never just, okay, say for instance now I'm going to say this. I have electricity in me. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Everybody knows that a light bulb has electricity in it, running through it. In order for it to work, a light bulb has to have that electricity. And if that light bulb, like, give it a surge of too much energy, it's got some relays in it that tells it what to do. And then if it gets too much energy, it's going to just blow because it's got too much energy. The resistors makes it blow. The resistors they add to that light makes it blow because it gets too hot. And that's because it's too much energy going in it. So it's like, even though the light bulb is blown, that energy didn't stop. The energy kept going. And that's just like with our bodies. Even though we die, our energy never stops. It just goes on into something else. You know what I'm saying? It goes on into something else. And I think that we either go on into trees. We go on and be in the energy of, and take on the energy of a tree. We take on the energy of plants. We take on the energy of other animals. You know what I'm saying? Or even we may be a star. All I know is this. We don't never stop. So this is what make me think that we came from the sun. You know? This is where we all came from. The Bible states that we shouldn't. If we would ever meet God, we couldn't see him. I believe that. You ever notice you can't just look at the sun? They said that if we ever meet him, we couldn't stand to see him because he's going to be so bright. Now, this is what the Bible says. You can find that scripture somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. But I know in my course of all these years of going to church that somebody has said that. It's in some scripture. And you Google it, and it'll take you right to it. No, but I do know that without the all of this stuff that's within the universe, which is the elements. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna read to you my post that I posted on the blog about the universe and what I think it's comprised of. And this is how we got our creation. We didn't get our creation from Adam and Eve. They said that Adam was put to sleep by God. They tell us, and everything is a contradiction. I know that everything is. But they tell us that they took the rib of Adam. God put Adam to sleep and made woman. But I'm just saying this right here. God is perfect. God knows what he wanted in the first place. He knew what he wanted. He didn't make Adam and think, okay, let me get him a woman. Adam need a woman. No, he would have made the woman right along with Adam, don't you think? Why did Adam have to go to sleep in order to make the woman? So, okay, it's saying that he went to sleep and so took a rib and made the woman. Okay, and all I say is this, y'all. Look up how many ribs a man has. Look up how many ribs a woman has. It's the same amount. It's the same amount. Shit, if it started out that way where the man give us a rib, why it ain't keeping that shit up? Why is it that women having babies now by having sex with a man? Shit, y'all, come on now. It don't make no goddamn sense. Pay attention to nature. And you see how these animals get started. They get started one animal from another. One from another. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you how we got started. Those animals are us. We evolved from those animals over time. You know what I'm saying? We were once, I'm going to say, all the animals that's here, that's what we were once. It's just that when we were formed to be humans, just like dogs are formed to be dogs, fish are formed to be fish. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was formed, we were derived from something else. It didn't come from where they told us it came from. Because if that's the case, where did the cavemen come from? Adam and Eve, that's where they came from. So why did we evolve from cavemen into what we are now? You know, coming from crawling into living in caves, living out in the weather like all other animals, to being able to walk. And they say over time we evolved. Yes, we did. We evolved. We evolved, and over time we were, all of everything that's in existence was brought into existence by humans, not the universe now. Although I do think all of us did this shit. You feel me? It was all of us, animals, trees, all of us that created ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So we were we evolved over the years, which I think we started from animals. To me, the first thing here was nature. Nature was the first thing here, and from there the animals was here. Because the way I see it, we're the only ones that can't stay out in nature. You know, if it's cold, if it's hot or extremely cold, we have to find shelter because we can't stand it. But the other animals can. And I think if we needed to stand it, we could. This is our universe. It was created by us. We didn't do anything wrong within this universe. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but I'm going to read to you about what I think. This is how we got started. I don't think we got started from Adam and Eve. This is something that they made up in order for us to believe this and to be in the shape that we are in now. And that, like I said, over time, you're going to hear everything that I have to say about everything if you want to. If you want to hear it, I'm going to say it, but it's going to be here for you to listen at. To read or whatever, you know. So this is what I think about the universe. The universe. Here's a list of the ingredients within our universe from my perspective. First, there's the universe, which is the nucleus. Then you have the protons, the positive charge, the neutrons, the negative charge. From there, your atoms, which consists of an infinite number of cells. From there, we have the sun, moon, stars, all that's outer space. Although I think that was first. You feel me? That was first. Everything that's out of space, that was first. It had to be here first because this is where we were created from. We were created from the sun, moon, all that shit. Everything that's out there. From there, okay, all that's out of space, we can't fuck with it. I don't care if they told us they went to the moon. I don't think they went to the moon. You feel me? Because if they did, don't you think the moon would be fucked up like our world is now? You notice the rainforest, the trees and everything, they fuck with that. They tear it down, fuck it up. They even create vegetables. They just taking everything from the universe and mimicking it. That's all they can do is mimic it. They can't fuck with it like go and touch and land on the moon. I don't think so. I don't even think that they can go into outer space. I think that's that's the firmament that the Bible speaks of. You know, it's a certain area we can't touch, not as a human. You know what I'm saying? Not as a human. Maybe when we die and become something else, like maybe we may be a star. I don't think it would be a star anymore, though, to tell the truth. I don't think so. I think that stars, well, yeah. Stars are people that's gone on and people that's here to be born, that's got to be born. You know what I'm saying? Like when fallen stars, I think those are humans. That's my version. I know it sounds crazy, but if we came from energy, that's what we are. Like I was saying, my body has energy, and it has to have that energy in order to work. It's like with the light bulb. It has to have it, you know. So this is why I think that we came from within the universe. But we can't fuck with outer space. I don't believe that. Then you have your elements. We have all the elements. We have the wind, sun. We got all the elements within the earth. They join together to make the earth, like hydrogen. All of this shit, to make all of this shit work. All the every element there is here. Minerals, all that shit. It's what created us. This is what makes us work. This is why we still work. It's because of all of those elements. And okay, the elements they aided in creating the wind, water. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. The elements they aided in creating the wind, water, dirt. That all of that's needed to make things grow. Okay, then you have your plants, your trees, your insects, and animals. All of those were added. And from those animals is where we came from. We evolved from the animals. And because they just like us, I noticed that with the animals, the cats and the dogs, they have the same feelings we have. They get jealous of each other. They get angry. You know, they want to fight each other. They envious. They're not too envious, but they get jealous. Just say, for instance, if I spend more time with one, the other one gets jealous. They get mad with each other. You know what I'm saying? Just like humans do. And so I started noticing that. I said, wow, shit. They just like us. They got feelings that we have. They understand what I'm saying when I talk. You know what I'm saying? I know they do because when I call their name, they answer. Or if I say, are you ready to eat? They know how to answer. And even if I fuss them and sit your ass down, now you being bad, they'll sit down. You know what I'm saying? If I tell them, look, go over there and do this. If I train them, if I take time to train them to do like I do with the babies, know how we take time to train babies? We take time to train these animals like our dogs and our cats. They'll do everything we do because they just like us. They just look different. You know what I'm saying? They just look different. I think I can actually teach them to use the bathroom. All I got to do is just keep showing them. Because as soon as they come out, I notice with a cat, cats inherently, they know how to use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? They know how to go into it, use a litter box and cover their shit up. If they use the bathroom outside, they cover that shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe shit. Where I see it, they probably was humans once before, and they know that don't nobody want to step in their shit. You hear me? So they cover it up. I noticed it's about cats, and so if you pay attention to nature, nature tells you everything. Over time, I've learned this too, that the more you're in touch with the universe, the more you realize that the animals are no less than us. The more in line you get with the universe. And when you get aligned with the universe, it's like everything that you go through or everything that you want, you get it. You get everything that you want. Even some shit you didn't even know you want, you get it. You know what I'm saying? If you get aligned with the universe. And one way that I think the most popular way that we lose alignment with the universe is by being mean to animals. We think they don't have sense. We've been taught that they are dumb beasts, that they don't understand, but they do. They do. Anybody with an animal for a pet, they know what I'm talking about. The ones that pay attention, they know. They know that that animal have the same feelings we have. They know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just talking about pain. I'm not talking about pain because, yeah, we can kick them. We can treat them mean. They have the same feelings we have. One thing we don't know about animals, animals are so much better than us. You know what I'm saying? They are so much better than us because they don't let shit worry them. They do what they were purposed to do. Just like the trees and the plants, they came here to do a specific thing, and that's what they doing. Us, we came here to do a specific thing, and we're not doing it. The specific thing that we're supposed to do is just live like they are. Just live and exist. Just like they are. We give out our carbon to the trees to let them live. Everything that we have, everything that they have, they give us stuff to make us live. I don't know exactly what it is. I can't name it. But I do know that they're here for a purpose, and that's just to be here, to just exist, to just live. And animals are I'm gonna get back to this. And as far as the trees and every other thing within this universe is concerned, as far as that is concerned, they are here to just exist too. And they doing what they have to do in order to make us live. But we're not doing what we have to do in order to make them live. We're trying to mimic them too much. We cut all the trees down trying to build up buildings for people to live in. Or build up buildings in order to build something to get money. That's essentially what we doing. We greedy. We just trying to live to get money, and we'll tear down anything and anybody to get that money. We don't care because we've been programmed. Programmed that it's supposed to be a different way. No, we've been programmed that it don't supposed to be this goddamn simple. You know what I'm saying? This is simple. Our life is simple. And everybody think that you have to be a guru, somebody full of so much wisdom to understand the purpose of life. And really, you don't. Because it's simple. It's just live. Just live. And try your best to take care of everything that you're involved in, just like you do with your family. You create those little humans. You do everything you can to make sure they're comfortable. Make sure that they getting what they need. You know what I'm saying? If we did our planet like that and we did other animals like that, if we care for them as much as we care for what they say, our family or this other little creation that we made, this child, if we did that for everything, treated it like we treat that little baby, girl, y'all, we'll be blessed like fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll be right in line with the universe. We'll be in line with the universe. We'll have happiness. We will have peace. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my daughter the other day, and she don't know. She didn't know that all of us have evil in us. She was telling me that her son wasn't evil. I said, yes, he is. Shit, all of us evil. Shit, all of us good. All of us evil and good. All of us are negative and positive. You know what I'm saying? And whichever one that we feed the most, whichever one that we pay the more attention to, whichever one that we feel in our heart it's us, that's what we're going to be. If we're going to be evil. But one thing that people have to do realize is this, and we are evil, y'all. Stop thinking that we're not evil. Stop thinking that we're perfect. We're not perfect. Stop thinking just because we do what we say, do the 10 Commandments, that we're perfect. Because I'm going to tell you something. Those 10 Commandments, you can never get it right. You think you're going to get all 10 of them right? You might do for maybe a month or two. You might get that shit right for a month or two. You feel me? But you're going to go back to being what we really are, and that's a human that's full of negative and positive. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be evil. We're going to sin. We're going to make other people unhappy. We're going to hurt other people. We not trying to do it. All we doing is just living. You feel me? Every human on this earth is going to hurt somebody. Every human on this earth is going to hurt somebody. You know why? Because we're all different. We're all different. Just say for instance, if my husband was living, my husband believed we should live a certain way. Okay, he gonna live the way he think he's supposed to live. And if I live the way I want, I think that I'm supposed to live like, I'm gonna think I'm supposed to live a certain way. No, I got my belief systems all the way back from the Waltons. You feel me? I got my belief systems all the way back from when my mom and my dad told me I should be doing this and I should be doing that. You know what I'm saying? I got my belief systems from everyday commercials that's being drilled in my head. Listening at the radio. Music. If I'm not listening to instrumental music, I'm picking up a belief system from that person that's singing this song. You know what I'm saying? The lyrics that they singing, I'm paying attention to those lyrics and I'm saying, okay, let's go in line with my life. So, okay, shit, I'm like him then. You feel me? And then as I keep going, I'm going to keep trying to be like him. And that's what all of us are doing, trying to be like other people instead of saying, okay, this is who I am. This is who I am. I'm not like them. And I understand that I'm not like them. Okay? Say, for instance, my husband could think that he's right about something. And I could say, well, I think that I'm right. You know what I'm saying? He think he right. I think he wrong. He thinks I'm wrong. And he thinks he's right. So, what's that? Nobody's right or wrong. We ain't gonna never get that shit right, y'all, until we figure it out. Ain't nobody right or wrong. So that's why I say everybody's gonna be hurt. Eventually, as a human, we gonna hurt somebody. It's not intentional. It's just the way it is. No, but I do know that because we're negative and positive, whatever how do you say that shit? Whatever we lean towards the most, whatever we feel in our heart the most, that's what we're going to be. That's what our life is going to be. If we think our life is negative, our life is going to be negative. We're going to be unhappy all of our lives if we think that our life is negative. And we think our life is positive, our life is going to be positive. I'm going to tell y'all something. It ain't going to never be one. It's going to always be negative and positive. This is what makes us work, negative and positive. This energy that's running through our body is negative and positive. You got negative neutrons, negative electrons, and positive electrons. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be negative and positive. The challenge for us as humans is this: to get in between that negative and positive and be at peace. Just like that light bulb that works and give us light. It's between negative and positive, and that's what's giving us light. You feel me? And we got to be in between our negative and positive to get peace. The light. You know what I'm saying? The light. That's where we find our peace. The light. Okay, I'm going to stop right here for that one because I don't want to be uploading to YouTube too long. So I'm going to stop right here for that one, and I'm going to start on another one. I'm going to check y'all later. But let me tell you about the website again. It's Spirituality and Beyond. I have a web page, Patricia Chess, and the website is connected to it. But if you want to know more about everything that I'm talking about, just go to the website, check out some things, and if you have questions, just get back with me. But I'm gonna end this right now, and I'm gonna get started on another one. Bye bye.